Nick Alston, a full and frank exchange of views here at Chafford. Good meeting?
I think a really good meeting. Hats off to Councillor Tunde for arranging it. And I think it was the right meeting, the right people at the right time, right issues too. The concern about cruisers, concern about a very slight increase in robbery, but we're talking about a very small numbers. But what we learned today was just how important every one of those incidents is from the point of view of the person affected.
Cruisers are very much a multi-agency approach.
Yep.
Do you feel you're getting there?
Well, I think it's hard to say whether we're getting there. I know there's a lot of focused effort. There are lots of ideas for this year about what could be done better. Good to see the orders coming back in from April, so the dispersal, so that the police can disperse them. But it needs more than that, and we heard that tonight. It needs road design, it needs councils to be effective, and it needs, above all, residents to report every incident and every concern.
You're going to throw out there things like recorded crime is down. I'm going to throw back at you things like 120 unsolved burglaries in December alone. Are either of us going to win when it comes to the argument over statistics?
Well, I don't think there's a fight. I mean, the numbers are the numbers. We can look at them, cut them in different ways. Solve rate of burglary is up, but the number of burglaries in Chafford in particular is down really substantially. Actually, right across the county it's down, and solve rate is up. Solve rate's still too low. If your point is that they're too low, they are too low. But of course, and it takes time to solve the burglaries, so burglaries don't get solved overnight. They get solved when the burglars get caught. On
Twitter a couple of days ago, Jackie Doyle-Price had a go at you regarding your underspend, and the prospective candidate has had a go at you.
Yeah.
So it's nice to be shot from both sides.
I shot from both sides, yeah, I'm really popular.
Just go over your answer again, which you had about that.
Well, it's really important. We have to build sustainable policing for the future. That's what really matters. And what we've got at the moment is a situation where we're having to take the numbers down. The PCSOs in particular are now well under strength, and I regret that. But on the other hand, nobody's had to be made redundant. So we've got fewer PCSOs than we're funded for, which means there's an underspend. I've also stopped one or two bits of expenditure that I think that we need to think about before we spend that money. So that's resulted in underspend this year, but we face real significant funding challenges. And so while I've put the council tax, the bit that goes for policing, up, overall we've still got £11 million less to spend on our police next year than this year, and we have to find a solution to that.